Hi, I'm Jason Gorber for ThatShelf.com, and we're here at the 2025 Marrakech International Film Festival.
ThatShelf.
So here I am at the top of a building. It happens to be my hotel. There's a pool. And one of the cool things about Marrakech is these sort of rooftop gatherings. There's a big restaurant behind us. And it's a place of gathering. And that's very much what this entire film festival feels like. A place where people come from all over the world to gather to actually engage in cinema. That's a normal thing, obviously, for festivals. But here, it really feels, you feel the invitational nature for the most part. Things have not run quite as smoothly as one would have hoped for a festival that's been going on for a couple of decades. There's still some logistical issues that are sort of endemic to festivals of any of these sizes, but when things have actually worked out well, they've worked out well, and it's a real privilege to be here, and I'm really, really pleased to be able to experience this festival for the first time. The first thing that we're actually going to show, the first video that we're going to be putting up, is my interview with the director of what I think is one of the great films of the year. That it would be Sirāt, and the director being Oliver or Olivier Laxe or Lache. Very complicated how he says his name. He says it in a really elegant way, one that I keep sort of tripping up.
Laxe.
It's spelled Laxe, it's pronounced Lache. And we had a sort of a nice conversation on the roof, or at least the upper floors of another incredibly luxurious hotel, very, again, endemic here in Marrakech. And we spoke about the sound, we spoke about the elements, the sort of metaphysical elements that he sort of put together in this remarkable film. And I got him on the record about what he thinks about the divide between Sorcerer and Wages of Fear, whether or not those actually correlate with what he actually did in his cinema. So here's our chat, our exclusive interview with Oliver Laxe, director of Sirāt from the Marrakech International Film Festival.
Congratulations on the film. I had a remarkable experience seeing it in Cannes, that the actual sound blew out in the middle when the power went out.
Okay, you were at this mythologic screening.
And we thought that your film killed the sound. So I want to specifically talk about the sound and the soundscape. What does sound mean for you in movies? And what is the first sound you remember in a movie? Everybody remembers the first movie, but is there a sound that you found intoxicating about cinema?
In a way, you know, I work on a really intuitive way, you know, so I don't know if I want to analyze it, you know, if I want to intellectualize my relation with
We're
image
critics,
or song.
we do this all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that works at the level of the taste, you know, of the flavor, you know, and I'm a junkie, you know, I'm a junkie of sounds and images, you know, colors, textures.
But was there a movie that
range, you know, I mean,
there's a movie or music that for you is gave you the impetus to actually, because it's such a sound forward film.
I mean, when I was raving and I was starting to have these images on the desert,
right,
these tracks crossing the desert, when I was dancing, when I was on a dance floor, I was developing the script. I was writing my script dancing. So in a way, music, it's related with the image from a really deep level.
Did you need to be
And when you talk about an image or when you talk about sound, you use the same words: brilliance, grain, texture, sound, rhythm, tempo. It's really visceral. The way I use paintings, colors in my painting. You know?
Did you need to be intoxicated to make this movie? Or was this a film that came out of sobriety, or was this a film that came out of being on another perspective?
Love and craziness are more related than we think. When you are starting a film, you get kidnapped in a way, you know? You belong to the film. I'm afraid now to start a new project. I would like to really relieve in a way from Sirāt. Sirāt was tough to do. You are inhabited by the film. The film is like taking you and using you to express itself.
This film feels like a culmination of what you've done before, but it also feels incredibly organic to where you shot and how you actually told this story. Could you talk about shooting here in Morocco? Can you talk about bringing this world to life in a way that's coherent, but also makes us feel a little trippy?
This is a really inhabited country. It's full of graves from saints. It's a magical place, Morocco, you know. It's a place where miracles exist. You know? And I was living 10 years here, so I really know the places, and they are really, really inhabited. Places have soul everywhere in the world, but here in particular, they are really charged places. So yes, we ask for permission to shoot in the places, and the spaces were open for us.
So what was the biggest challenge logistically then? Simply getting this world
Sleeping
over?
when you have to sleep in the mountain or in the desert, that you have to build a kind of camp. It logistically is tough, but here Moroccans, they know they have solution for everything. And it was really, it's easy to work in Morocco.
And our last question, because we have to wrap. This film has obviously journeyed from the Cannes premiere to all kinds of places like this. How has the film changed for you? How has the experience as you get a little bit distance from it?
I didn't know that, I know that the film was tough and serious, but we didn't know that it was not just a film, that it was also a ceremony. It was in our attention, a ritual. It was in our attention to really to connect deeply with the spectators. But this film is sorcery. It makes something really physical. It's a shower of something, that passed through your body.
You say sorcery. People keep equating it with Wages of Fierce à la Peur. I say for me it's much more sorcerer.
I like them, but I think my cinema is more metaphysical than
of course,
this film.
But for me, of the two films, I think it owes more sorcerer than anything.
I think.
The music, the mood, the vibe, the intoxication of it all.
Yeah.
I found the film incredibly intoxicating, and more importantly, one of the great sound films of all time, The Apocalypse Now's, all of the stuff, we put it up there. So thank you and congratulations on coming back here to Morocco.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you for your time.
Take care.